All right, guys. So good afternoon, good morning, and good evening, depending on where you are. Today let's talk about, guys, about social media and internet usage among people living in developed countries versus in developing or underdeveloped countries, right? This is actually the topic that I've been extremely interested about, and today's vlog or today's video, I actually would like to talk about it with you guys and some of the observations that I've actually kind of drew over the years, having friends from different countries around the world, traveling to 8 countries in the world multiple times to each one of them. I've actually have been able to luckily draw conclusions and got experiences regarding internet usage and the habits of people from different countries living in different countries, right? So one of the main observations that I've been able to kind of originate or generate is that people living in developed countries, even if they are from developing countries, tend to use the internet and social media like Facebook, Instagram a lot more than people living in underdeveloped or developing or poor countries. This is actually kind of like a what you call as a kind of like a sad fact that I've actually been able to gather over the years. Even though there are some exceptions here and there, this is, I would contend that this is actually generally very true. Because I actually have friends from, let's say, some countries in Africa, some countries even here, some countries in Asia that used to be extremely active on Facebook, Instagram. They used to take pictures here, pictures there, even video interviews of people, kind of like travel vlogs when they were in Malaysia or in developed countries, right? But then when they go back to their countries of origin, right, be it in sub-Saharan Africa or I don't know, in poor or developing countries in Asia, they tend to kind of disappear. I really don't know what is the reason behind that. Is that because there are so many economic hardships in those countries that they feel discouraged to use the internet, or is it because of some other factors like the electricity blackouts, or is there no internet? Or even if there is internet, is it not stable, right? They could be different. What you call as different factors, right? That contributes or translates into that behavior or into that habit of people not using the internet in developing or poor countries per se, yeah, for that matter. But then I used to, and also kind of what you call as I still have. I mean, I'm one of those people that has been extremely lucky, right, to be able to travel to 8 countries multiple times, to each one of them actually, and I've actually seen lots of people from so many countries. And when I went to the developed countries like Singapore, the United Arab Emirates, Malaysia, right, countries like that, people use the internet a lot, like you have no idea, right? Even if those people are from developing countries in Africa or in Asia, they would be obsessed, obsessed with posting pictures on Facebook every now and then. I mean, let's say pretty often, right? Pretty often. For example, when we used to study at Asia Pacific University, right, in Malaysia, yeah, we used to have students from, I don't know, from over 120, 130 countries around the world, which which also means that we have students from every continent on Earth, right? Not from planet Mars, but on Earth. So, I used to actually kind of observe and see what people from different countries are doing while they were in developed countries and after they go back to their developed countries or developing countries, right? And one conclusion or one overall trend that I've actually been able to see is that some of my friends from the UAE, from Singapore, Brunei, Japan, are still using the internet, are still taking photos of, let's say, of their foods, of their activities, and posting them on Facebook pretty often, even after they left a rich country for their country, which is also rich. But if you actually take some of my friends who are from developing countries, they used to be obsessed with Facebook and also WhatsApp and all other social media platforms when they were in developed countries. But now, after they went back to their countries, they are gone, mate. I send them a message every day to some of them, trying to actually, hoping that I would get a reply from them, mate, right? But they're gone. They don't have internet, right? Some of their Facebook messengers actually say this person was active 2 years ago. Probably, they were probably last online while they were at Kuala Lumpur International Airport in Malaysia, or let's say in Dubai, the United Arab Emirates, right? But then they're gone, active 2 years ago. But even if they were, let's say, online, let's say 2 minutes ago, they tend to not reply, even if we are pretty close friends, or they would come up with some vague excuses saying, we are busy and whatnot. But take the President of the United States, right? The most powerful man on earth. He has time to use Twitter, right? Every hour, probably even every minute, every 20 minutes. Yeah, you see him tweeting. So it's not about what position you are, right? It's not about what job you are doing. It's more about, I believe, about the development of a country, and also probably some other reasons, right? Like electricity, availability and reliability of internet, right? Okay, guys, so that would be it for today's vlog, and please stay tuned for more updates. See you guys.